everyone, so welcome to my new vlog. I set up my YouTube account, my YouTube channel recently because I wanted to have a bit more of a personal touch to supporting people, helping people with their mental health through fitness. Recently set up my Instagram account and I've shared a lot of my past and present struggles on there. So yeah, this is part one of my vlog. I'm going to be doing them regularly. Not just sharing positive things, but sharing when I'm having a bad time and what I'm doing about it to help you. And if it just helps one person, then it's going to be beneficial. So yeah, welcome to part one.
When did you first realise you struggled with mental health?
I don't think I did realise for a very long time that I had problems. I was depressed. I normally quite a sociable person. I'd go out at the weekends, go get a few drinks with my friends, go clubbing as we used to call it. But I was finding excuses all the time. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to see anyone. I would go home from work and just watch TV. At the weekends I found myself cleaning both days and cleaning out the kitchen cupboards and just finding excuses to be on my own. It was when I realised that I was just crying all the time. I think I went into my bedroom and I just laid on the bed and I was crying so much. I just thought I don't want to live anymore. You know, it was really painful and it just felt a really hard time. And I think then was when I realised that I had some problems with mental health.
How did you find it impacted your day-to-day life?
So yeah, I think with work, I was still going to work every day and I was still enjoying my job, but at the time I was managing a care home and I kept myself very separate from the residents. I didn't really want to spend much time with them when really that was one of my most enjoyable parts of that job, spending time with people and seeing them have a good quality of life. So I think that was the biggest impact, as well as, you know, not spending any time with my friends and keeping to myself.
So what did you do about
it? So I opened up to a friend initially. It was hard, it wasn't easy. If anyone's been there, admitting it to yourself is the first thing. But we went for lunch, me and my friend, and you know, I said to her that I needed to tell her something, and it took a long time to actually say the words that I think I'm depressed and I don't feel myself, I don't want to be here anymore, I don't feel happy at all. So that's where it that was the first step, but it definitely didn't get better for a long time.
What advice did she give you and did it help?
Yeah, I mean, she tried her best to support me and offer her, you know, her advice. She said about going to talk to someone, which I'd done. I arranged to go to counselling. So I started doing that once a week, and then after I'd opened up to her, I'd opened up some other friends that were close to me, and I think they felt really guilty that they didn't know, that they hadn't picked up that I was struggling. But they were there for me after that and came to me to my first counselling session and gave that a go for a while.
Did you feel like your friends and family understood? Wait, let me re-say that. Did you find that your friends and family understood the issues that you were having?
I think looking back now, I think I don't think they did really understand the issues. I think they just tried to be there for me. I'm not sure if they realised what was going on inside, but I don't think anyone does. And unless you've been there or struggled with depression or mental health before, then you wouldn't understand what someone's really going through. You're stuck.
How did you feel at this point? Did the counselling help?
Counselling definitely opened up some wounds that I didn't know were there. Potentially, yes, it did help because it brought to light a lot of the reasons I was in that way. I'd spent quite a long time in a toxic relationship, which led me feeling unwanted and unloved. And when I went to counselling, I spoke about a lot of stuff other than that, because when I originally thought that he was the issue, I soon realised that he probably wasn't, and I had other things that I needed to talk about. So it helped in some way, but I found that I was just exhausted when I come out, because I was just spent the whole time dragging up stuff that I didn't really feel was necessary to talk about, and I was really emotional after. So it helped in some ways, but not necessarily in others.
At what point did you start to feel better, and why?
So I had someone really close to me that was like a mentor at work. He come and sort of done like a supervision style meeting, but I on a personal level, we spoke about my life, and I opened up about my problems and my struggles, and he actually advised me to try the gym or try some sort of physical exercise.
After he advised that, what did you do?
So I didn't really have any hobbies or anything, so tennis or swimming was out of the question. But one of my best friends, she's been going to the gym for a long time and been doing a lot of weight training, so I asked her to help me and show me the ropes, so to speak. So she came down, and we spent a good couple of hours in the gym. She gave me some different movements to do, I wrote them all down and on a bit of paper, so when I went to the gym I had something to look at. Obviously she didn't live near me, and the gym wasn't really anything that my friends at the time was really into, so I still used to go there on my own, and some days it was a real struggle. When I was driving home from work, I wanted to drive home, but I really forced myself to drive to the gym. I always made sure I had my clothes with me as well, because I knew if I went home I wouldn't ever leave again. So initially it was still hard. I would sort of find myself tearing up, but I pushed through it, and I think this was really when I realised that it was going to be my road to recovery. So yeah, I think this is where it all began. So I hope you enjoyed part 1, everyone, and speak to you soon.